Hey, beautiful people, it is Wednesday, so weaving another whisper from the divine. It feels as if we have crossed a bridge, as if we are moving from one space to another. As a wonderful, wonderful seeker from the Soul Alchemy half day retreat said on Saturday, it's as if we're moving from one house to another. You know, it's like we've crossed into a new frequency, not something that I say lightly, one that no longer entertains illusion. Okay, we're seeing that absolutely play out into the world. One that no longer entertains illusion, fantasy, or old stories dressed up as love. There's so much happening within relationships at this time. What isn't aligned with truth simply can't hold, not anymore. It's as if the old relationship templates are dissolving, rupturing, breaking apart. Those old relationship templates built on control, codependency, and even karmic loops are dissolving on a global scale. This is the unfolding, the cracking open, the return to something real, which is why I feel as if we're moving collectively across the bridge, as if we're moving from one house to another, and in doing so, all of that rupture, all that stuff just absolutely breaking apart that isn't rooted in a expansive way. You know, it is, and we are almost like being dissolved, okay, to return to something real. This is the rise, okay, and it's a rise of love rooted in soul, not in survival. Okay, and in doing so, we are absolutely being alchemized by this as well. You know, we're being asked to kind of absolutely look within to really know where we are, where we find ourselves, what we're about, and also kind of looking into those places that we've been looking away from. You know, so many relationships were about lessons, contracts, patterns, and you could say not evolution. However, in moving through all of that, it is evolution. The energy is shifting and has shifted. It's almost as if the timelines have absolutely changed, and if it's not real, if it's not in truth, so you know, if there's kind of stuff that you're just kind of like masking over the top of, or you know, you're not really looking at, you're not able to really kind of come into that place with soulful honesty with self and each other, it's falling away. You know, your soul is asking, no, actually it's demanding truth now. And that can be really, really painful, because it's like all that stuff that you kind of been like looking away from is no longer, it's no longer possible to kind of hide from it or run away from it. Okay, so your soul is asking, demanding truth now, not performance, not pretending, not settling for something just because it's familiar. The energy of this time won't hold anything that keeps you stuck. All right, so that can be, really brutal, that rupturing, but it's absolutely completely trusting that within that rupture there's going to be absolute deep alchemy that is only but going to ignite you and transform you and alchemize you. But alchemy is a brutal business, as healing, as spirit often say, healing is a fucking messy business. So the energy won't hold anything that keeps you stuck. Only love or nothing. Okay. And the first place we're being called to is within. Truth is rising, whether we're ready for it or not. And yes, it may well break what was never meant to last. And that is a painful truth. It may break what was never meant to last. But in its place, through alchemization and alchemy, and it's brutal, is liberation. See, new earth relationships, that's that shift into that new house. New earth relationships are forged through freedom, not control. Through growth, not grasping. Through soul recognition, not storyline repetition. See, the thing is, you don't have to earn love anymore. You just have to meet self. And I don't say just have to. It's not as easy as that, but you're being encouraged, invited to meet self. You just have to stop abandoning yourself. And that's the other thing. This time is triggering some of those deepest roots and wounds. It's triggering, alchemizing so much around abandonment. So if you're in a relationship, now is the time to become really clear. Now is the time also to fortify it, to clear the fractures, to start absolutely being fucking honest with self and each other, to clear those fractures, to deepen safety within self, safety with each other, and devotion. But devotion that is not around abandoning self. And to turn in and turn it into a union that can absolutely withstand whatever is coming. This is the hour to prepare. This is the 5 minutes to midnight to heal, to love expansively, and to build the ark of union before the flood. But as always, Spirit always say, we're not here to fear these times. We're here to shape them. But shit is getting fucking real. It's like there's an energy just absolutely moving through everything, pushing us into deep truth. We can no longer turn away from it. We're being asked to meet it toe to toe, eye to eye, and head on. The greatest thing we can do in these times is keep returning here, keep trying to express an honesty with self and each other. And if that means that honesty is no longer your honesty, your truth, you have to look at what that means going forwards. These times are asking a lot, but within it, we're being alchemized. You know, diamonds are made under pressure. As always, especially in these times, sending you all so much love.